Hi, I'm Tom at Ledgemere. Today, one of the dreaded things I have to do is change the oil in my John Deere Gator. It's an XUV590i, and I really have had a positive experience with it, other than the initial experience where the shift cable broke off the shifter. There's a little clevis that attaches to the cable that runs underneath and goes to the shifter on the transmission. Well, that failed almost immediately. And that's the problem I had with my XUV550 before. It just kept failing. And so they promised me that John Deere had corrected that issue when I bought this one. But much to my chagrin, they had not. So, you know, knock on wood, this new cable they put in over a year ago has held solid, and I'm really hoping that it holds out for me. But changing the oil on this thing is a real bear. They try to make it simple, I guess, but it's not enjoyable in any way, shape, or form. And so unfortunately, a lot of times these things get neglected. I'm guilty. I hate it so much. So let's get the book out and go over to the Gator and see if we can get the oil change in this thing. And you know, as I've mentioned a lot in previous videos, even though I grew up on a farm when I was a kid, the stuff we used was really antique even then. And I spent 26 years in the military, so I was really separated from agriculture and machinery for a long time. And now that I'm doing this in my retirement, everything's different. Other than the old tractors, I understand those, but the farming, everything's different. And the new technology in some of these things is not what I'm accustomed to. So those of you who do this a lot, I really appreciate you commenting and telling me better ways to do it. Respectfully, of course. But anyway, without any more yapping, let's go get this thing changed out.
You're on.
I want to show you something. Get a 3/8 ratchet and an extension.
What kind of extension?
4-inch extension.
The 3/8 socket?
3/8. This may actually be easier than the XUV550. The 550, the drain plug was difficult to access, and you need a 3/8 extension because the drain plug had an indentation for a 3/8 extension in it. This one's actually at a side angle, and you just put a socket on it and take it out. The filter looks a little bit more easy to access, so let's get under there and take a look. Let's go in there. So the filter is way up under there.
I don't know how to get to it with this.
And your drain is down there. Let's see. It's hard to see anything up in there. It's so cramped. There it is. Let's see it running. AM
107423.
107423.
Yeah. Have a rag.
What?
Have a rag now, please.
I don't know, can you? AM 107423. So put that plug back in.
Oh, that's a magnet on it.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to crank it, just make it snug.
There we go.
Otherwise you won't be able to get it off next time. When you put the filter on, you just hand tighten it as much as you could, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So John Deere recommends 10W30 or 10W40. Oil fill is behind the seat under this cover. 10W30. John Deere used to put all the part numbers in the book for the filters and basically all the common maintenance items. The part numbers were here, and even though the part numbers change with John Deere after a while, usually it redirects to the new one. So I don't know why this book doesn't have the part numbers in it. It makes it kind of difficult. So I just wrote the oil filter down here. And then in the back of the book, there's a place to put your maintenance in it. So we put today's date, and what we did was the oil filter and change, and we checked the air filter. The capacity of the Gator is 2 quarts. One of the things when you tilt the cart and work underneath is that right there. You're gonna leave that right up because you're gonna back it down and check the oil. So leave it in the down position for right now.
Okay.
So there's your oil fill. To get to the spark plugs, you have to pull this whole mess off right here. And then you can see 1 and 2. Let's give it a try and see if the oil light comes on. Nope. So we're good. I'm gonna put it in reverse. Back down off. We'll run this for a couple minutes and then we'll shut it off and check the oil again. Well, that's all I have for today. I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.